For 1.3 notes, we are going to discuss the absolute value or the magnitude of numbers. Absolute value and magnitude mean exactly the same thing. So you'll hear them used in the same way. They mean the same thing. So an absolute value, so when we are looking at that, it is just the distance from 0, and we are going to ignore the sign. So a little note, sign does not matter. So if I'm looking here, so we have -4. All I want to know is how many places that is from 0. I don't care which side it's on. I just want to know how many steps would I have to take to get from that number to 0. So if I'm looking here, I would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 places to get to 0. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. This absolute value is 4. That's it, 4. Even though this is negative, it's just 4. Even if I had 4 over here, it would still just be 1, 2, 3, 4. These numbers, these opposites, have the same absolute value, the same distance from 0, because it takes 4 steps to get to -4 and 4. So when we're talking about absolute value, we're not talking about positive and negative necessarily. We're just saying how far away is it from 0. So when we are showing that we want the absolute value, what you do is you put 2 big lines around the number. So 2 parallel lines go around the number. So here's an example right here. So this -4, it was -4. So it's showing us where it was on the number line, -4. And you can see it has these lines around it. So if I'm reading this, I would say the absolute value of -4 equals 4. It takes 4 places to get from -4 to 0, so the answer is just 4. That's it. So whether it's positive or negative, absolute value, you always give as just a positive number because it takes that many steps to get to 0 from where you are. So if I was at -8, it would take 8 places to get to 0. My answer would be 8. If I was over here at 9, it would take 9 places to get to 0. The answer would be 9. So when you see these absolute value lines, that just wants to know how far away is that number from 0.